Well, let's see what we're working on today. Holy shit. I'm a guitar tech, not to be mistaken for a luthier. Well, welcome back again, folks, to the house that never sleeps. Good Lord, look what we got in here today. Man, oh man, check this thing out. Very, very old antique. I mean, really old, or so I'm told. And it's in pretty good shape to be. I'm told this is from the late 1800s. Now, I took the endoscope already and looked inside of it, and there's no markings anywhere in there, nothing. The only thing it says, now I don't have my glasses on, but I think I can see that. First National Institute Violin. So if you want to look that up, maybe you can tell me what it is, how old it is, or something about it. But I'm told it's from the late 1800s, man. Can you imagine the stories this baby could tell? Wow. They don't want any cosmetic work done, and I can understand that. I don't really know its value, but I would say it's pretty steep. It's got a string missing. Hear anything loose, but it's supposedly got some structural damage. We're going to find that, and I'll get the camera over here and show you a close-up. Look at that beautiful thing though, man. You can just tell upon first glance that it is really old. And that's the only thing. Like I say, I went inside with the endoscope, looked everywhere up in here and all over, and I can't find anything at all inside relating to any dates or any other names besides that. First National Institute Violin. It's got the old, I forget what they call those. They're not geared. They're like, I think they used to put soap on those to make them turn easy. Well, those turn pretty dang good. Anyways, let me get the camera over here and we will inspect it together. It's going to get these. I think you can see that. But that's a little ways down the road. A little ways down the road. From the late 1800s. Good Lord, man. Can you imagine the stories that this baby could tell if it could talk? That should come up through there. There we go. I've actually worked on old violins before. As a guitar tech, people often bring me instruments that are not guitars. And I thought on this one, maybe you guys would want to come along for the ride. If you ever wondered what an old antique violin looked like. It was really cool taking that endoscope, and those should not be that tight. Taking the endoscope and looking inside of this thing and thinking, you know, all the years that it's existed, places it's been, jam sessions it was in, dances, square dances, barn dances, whatever they had back that long ago. If it could only talk. Now see, that's supposed to come up through this way. I don't want to break that tailpiece, so I want to take it out the other way. But they're not supposed to come out that way. Very old. I'm going to clean it up, polish it up good and stuff, but nothing to be done to that finish or, you know, anything other than structural repairs. This should pop right off. There we go. I keep all these parts in one place. Now, it would be. I'll have to put some WD-40 on that later. Yeah, man. Check that out. Way over 100 years old. And if you, I don't know if you can see this, but there are ridges in that fingerboard. Now this is a fingerboard. This is a fretboard. Anyways, I wish I could get that light on that so you could see. Maybe you can see that. There's like all kind of ridges. It's just, you can see where the strings even wore grooves along this way. I'm not going to bother you with that. I am going to clean that up. But finger ridges too between the strings. This baby has been played a lot. Man. Show you what I did find so far. I think I found what he was talking about. Now if I can get it in the camera now. Right here. See that? It's coming completely apart. The top's pulling off of it. That's the worst place I've found so far. Well, actually, that's the only place. Back here on the back, there are two tiny hairline cracks, one here and one here. Let me see if I can get you a shot of that. Yeah, there, I think you can see it. I think that's just in the finish, you know. We'll find out. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, there you go. See those two little cracks? I don't think that's a problem. I think that's just in the finish. It's probably where the neck has moved, you know, a tiny bit. Really, that's not bad though to be so old, man. And these were those old tuners I was talking about. There's friction keys, I think is what they call them. They're made, you know, the tighter you shove them in, the harder they are to turn. So you tune it up and shove them in as you're tuning it and they hold. At least that's the idea. I think the old timers used to put soap or something on those. I'll just see one fell out. They used to put soap or something on them to, I don't know if that lubricated them or made them stick better. I can't remember what they said, but they seem to be fairly smooth. And they often break. The buttons break off of those really easy if you get them in there too tight. You know what I think would be cool? It was so cool looking inside of this thing today. We need to check that sound post. You can barely see it. Let me get a light. Well, it's in there. There it is. Need to make sure it's in the right place and wedged in there pretty good. It looks like just at a glance that it's in the right place. Hold on, let's go inside. It was exciting looking in this old thing today with the endoscope, so I got to take you there. Hold on. We are looking up toward the neck, the front inside the body of the violin. That's where that crack is, right there. You might be able to see a flashlight if I, yeah. So, see a little bit on that side. See that? That's where we got to work. I don't know what that crap is on the top there. Looks like it's peeling off, whatever it is, but hold on, I'll get you some shots of the other. Well, this is down the side of it. And around to the back side. Sorry that give you a whiplash. Sorry for the whiplash, folks. That's the sound post. sitting against the back. It looks like it's been moved quite several times. But that's what the sound post is. That's the soul of the violin, so they say. A lot of dirt and crap in there. I guess there would be after 100 years, huh? But it looks like it's in the right place, as near as I can tell, like this. What's that purple stuff? What is the purple stuff, men? Over 100 years of whatever this stuff is. I got the camera upside down now. But that's what it looks like after 100 years of living. Hey, look inside. 100 years old. I've got a .002 thousandths feeler's gauge here, or a .05 millimeter feeler's gauge. And I'm just sticking that in that tiniest crack there. And it wouldn't even go in, just the tip of it goes in, but obviously I can't get sandpaper in there. So I'm just cleaning out. This one's bigger here. Look at that. It goes clear over right there. Just trying to clean out some of the dust and crap because I can't get in there with sandpaper. It's too thin. And what I'm going to do is I'll use one of these. Put some tight bond in here. I'll suck this up and then crimp the end of this. Just flatten it so I can get as much into that crack as I can possibly get. And squirt glue into it. And then I got to find some clamps. Hold on, I'll bring you back for that. Hold on. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to try to get it for you. There, as I've said, I filled this up with glue. I crimped the end of it, if you can see. And I'm going to start with this smallest crack. Try to force the glue down into it as much as possible here. And hope that gravity helps us. Same thing on this side. This will be a little easier to get the glue into. We'll just let this set for just a few seconds here. Put a little bit more on this one. Just let that set for a few seconds now. Hopefully gravity's going to help us out here, guys. I don't know. I already did some test runs. I got the clamps ready and everything we need right here close. That water from this cloth will also help that glue to run in there better. Okay. I want to get up here as close as I can get to the fingerboard. We have good squeeze out there. Hold on. This is really hard to do. I'm going to have to put this one on this way. But that's okay. Got squeeze out, baby. this is good. Squeeze out is a good thing. Like I say, that water will help that to run in there better, deeper. Now I'll take a screwdriver and I just got the end of the rag wrapped up in the screwdriver. I can reach in there a little bit better with that. And the same, sorry folks, hold on, bear with me here. I can't get it into the camera. There we go. Yes, sir. This rubber shoes will help protect the violin from the clamp. Got a little bit more squeeze out right there just now. I hope you can see this. There you go. There's a good shot. It looks much better. Show you the other side. You'll be really careful. I got the camera in tight here and I don't have a lot of room to move. This was the worst side. There's a lot of gap there was. I don't want to squeeze that any tighter because I'm bearing down on that puppy right now. There you can see what the how I got it clamped up. So I'm just going to watch that for a little bit and let that dry. And hold on, I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Well, obviously we're going to see this puppy again. If you want to see it, put in the comments below if you want to see this finished. And I'll film the rest of it. You can see how it's, how I got it clamped up here now better, I think. I don't know if you can see the squeeze out now or not. Yeah, I think you can see it a little bit. We'll let that dry for 24 hours and take the clamps off. And I'm going to inspect it some more. In fact, I may put that endoscope back in there and go all the way around and go all around these sides, the front and back, completely all the way around, and look for, hit it with a flashlight, just like I did when you guys were in there, and see if we can see any more places. It looks good everywhere else, but places like this, where there's actually, there's a lip right here, okay? There should be one here, but it's broken off or worn off probably. Same here, if you can see this. And it's been repaired before. There's a crack right here that was fixed. It looks like it's holding good too. Just inspect it a little bit closer, go over some more things, and fix everything we can find on it. Structural damage, whatever structural damage we find, fix that. And I got an idea for some videos. I want to ask you guys about what you think. One of my Martin guitars, I'm going to have to do a fret dressing on it real soon. Level, and I got to level the frets and then crown them and polish them and all that crap. And instead of just doing another video of a fret job, I thought it might be interesting for you guys that don't do this every day to break it up, show you, make a video of the fret leveling, show you everything involved in doing that, show you a video of crowning, of course, not sit there and film me crowning every fret. That'd be a little boring, but go into some deep detail on each one of those steps, and all of the many different sandpapers that are needed. I start at about an 800 grit when I start to polish, and work all the way up to 2,000, sometimes 2,500. Some of the luthiers, I won't mention any names, but around this area, I've seen some crappy fret jobs, and the guys pay big money for. You bend the string and you got that scratchy, it just feels like you're bending the string against sandpaper. And the luthier tells these people, oh, it'll wear down, it'll get smooth, just play it. That's bullshit, man. When you get your fret job done, those frets ought to be like a piece of glass. When you slide or bend a string, you know, you shouldn't feel any friction or sandpaper gritty feel to it. But several around here are doing that to people. People's paying, you know, pretty big money for this work, and they're telling them just to play it and wear it down, wear it smooth. Anyways, back to the video series. Go into a lot of detail on leveling, detail on crowning, detail on getting the neck perfectly straight before we level it, detail on going through the sandpapers, and how I polish them after the 2000 grit. Of course, now, you know, you all guys have seen this before, and a lot of you probably do it. But these videos that I'm talking about will be for people that don't do their frets very often, or maybe want to get to stuff and learn every step and learn how to do it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Like I say, it's my guitar. I'll have it here. I won't be in a hurry to do it. It won't have to be done by the weekend, you know, so I can sort of take my time and explain and make a series of videos explaining all that stuff if you all want to see it. If not, we'll do something else. But let me know, and cheers to you. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers and the old ones. You guys are making waves in the water, baby. Keep doing it. And I don't like to keep bringing the support button up, but those of you that have clicked that, thank you so much. Now, since the last couple of videos, the ones of you that have supported didn't leave a comment, so I'm assuming you want to remain anonymous. So I'm not going to say your names or anything, but I don't think I can even find them out if you don't leave a comment. No one will know that you know who you are. But anyways, you know who you are. Thank you for it. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers to you. Oh yeah, I can't give you no cue ball fix this time. I know a bunch of you have asked for it. The cue ball ain't here. We don't have everything here we need to do it with, so it's just impossible to do right now unless she creeps in here like she does sometimes. But beware, because she will be back, I'm sure. Getting a new haircut in a few days. I'll show her to you then. Cheers.